He has that candy, and I get good happy. And welcome to another episode of Just a Bit Outside. I'm your host, Steve Ely, and along with me, as always, my co-host, Wes Cook.
Another one.
Right? Another week
Actually,
down.
This one is number 40.
I know.
40. This is our old English episode.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Colt 45.
Colt 45.
Or Schlitz. Well, I don't know. Did Schlitz make 40s?
Man, I used 40s were the thing back in the day.
Miller High Life episode.
Man. That was all the cheap. That was always the cheap drink. You can get somebody to go in the store and get you one.
That's right. I mean, sometimes they were less than $1. I remember when sometimes you got them for less than $1, right at $1 per 40 for the champagne of beers. That's what I'm talking about.
Man, we used to drink Old English all the time.
Yeah, man, it's rough, man. Like if I were to drink that today, I'd be, oh boy.
Yeah, no.
Now I could do the champagne of beers. Miller High Life, no problem. The Old 45, man, that malt liquor, oh, it'll get you.
One of my buddies back home in Charlotte, that's his beer. It's the High Life.
The High Life, not a bad one to choose. I'm not against it.
No, it's just funny.
Yeah.
We're going to a place and that's what he's ordering. They just kind of look at him all crazy, like, what? You want what? Anyway.
So, we just wrapped up a Super Bowl, and our whole football season's now over.
I know.
Sad.
I am.
It is sad.
Going to be sad for at least a week.
I do know one thing. The Chiefs won.
They did.
Yeah. What does that mean? You know what that means?
Yeah, I know. Just sitting there. I'll get in a second. I had to do something different, man. That's the only reason I went the other way. You know I was pondering it the whole time.
Oh, I know. But I was trying to tell you. I was like, no, we can bet on something else. And you're like, no. So,
No, I'm good on this. I'm
okay.
good. I'm good. It's just fun. It's just one of those like, come on.
It was a really good game.
It was a great game. And like you and I kind of talked about this before, where it turned for me was the punt that hit the guy's leg. That's where everything changed. It went from them kicking it up, punting it to them essentially getting the ball in the red zone.
Yeah, that was a tough exchange right there.
Because
just that game though, overall, I mean, I know that was the changing point, but it was quite a battle.
Defense played great, both sides.
First 3 quarters were great. Most of the scoring happened in the fourth, and then of course we had it in overtime.
Yeah,
I mean, the defense put on a show for everybody to see on both sides. Yeah, I'm a big fan of defensive battle. I don't need all the big high scoring stuff. Because seeing defenses make stops is pretty exciting to me as well.
Especially considering the two offenses that you have.
Yeah, I mean the weapons on those sides. I mean you have arguably the best quarterback in the game on the one side. Then you have arguably the best running back on the other side.
Yeah.
You have the best tight end on one side, and then arguably the 2 best tight ends in the game.
Yeah.
One on each side.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and not to forget about Kittle. You know, that's crazy.
2 of the upper echelon wide receivers.
Yeah.
With Debo and Ayuk. Yeah.
And then a bunch of no names. Although Rice
played well.
Yeah. And then McCole Hardman. That's funny how he came back and
what's the guy?
It was the guy in overtime.
Yeah,
that's that same fucking route they ran against the Eagles last year.
Just a different look, but the same play.
It was the same damn play. Yeah, I saw it and I was like, "Oh, you got to be kidding me!"
Back-to-back Super Bowls with it.
Yep, they did. They did.
And the sad part is, this was supposed to be the year you could get them.
Yeah, that was the storyline at least.
Dude, they're a dynasty, man. And
They are. They've won 3 titles in 5 years.
Yeah, but I don't see it slowing down.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, I think I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to say that, but I mean, they got one of the youngest defenses, and it played phenomenal.
Yeah, but you're talking about we're gonna have to pay all these guys at some point.
At some point,
the thing is, you're gonna have to hit on draft picks continuously in order to sustain this success. Because otherwise, you're going to be up against the cap, and you're not going to be able to manage.
I get it. You're right, but I mean,
you don't hit on every one of your draft picks. Now, do you streak and get a good amount of them that you hit on for a while that really pan out, especially those late rounders? Sure. I mean, look at San Francisco, like how they are. I mean, their starting quarterback was the last pick of the draft.
Yeah.
So you're very fortunate in those things. Well, but you can't guarantee that it's something you're going to be able to continue to do, because you got to say, we're going to go out here and we're going to draft this guy and we're going to draft this guy and we're going to know we're going to hit with these draft picks, because it just doesn't happen. Sometimes they just don't pan out, even if it's like the most obvious pick in the world to take, and this is the guy and he's got that it factor and everybody's pumping him up. He can come in and beat Jamarcus Russell and just turn it down.
Yeah, I mean we've seen it. We've seen tons of guys come in and it looked like, I mean, what was the this guy's name that came out of Alabama? I'm having a complete brain fart on his name.
Guy went to Charlotte.
Nope, the guy that he was the running back. Browns took him with like the second or third pick in the draft. I thought that guy was going to be an absolute stud. And he ended up playing either 1 or 2 years with Cleveland. And
Trenton Richardson.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Like, I thought he was going to be legit the man.
Everybody thought he was going to be good. Because that's what Alabama running backs are. They're good. They come out and they do work.
What's sad is he was like, in college, he looked like one of the best ones. Yeah.
Look at what Derrick Henry's done forever.
Well, I mean,
Mark Ingram was killing it.
Even guys like, what was his name? Yeldon.
Oh yeah, T.J. Yeldon.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, he wasn't a high pick, but he had a very good career, 7-8 years.
Yeah.
If not a little longer.
For a running back, that's money.
Yeah.
It means you got to that second contract.
Yeah. I mean, those guys just do it. But, I think the Chiefs are going to, I think they will make some changes.
What kind of changes do you think they're going to make?
I think they need to definitely upgrade the wide receiving core.
Well, yeah,
I think they've got to
foremost.
I think
sure.
they've got to do something there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to draft a guy,
you have
cool.
to keep some pieces on defense together too.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be another.
I think one of their corners is a free agent this year. I think, if what I heard.
Snead.
Yeah. Which, I mean, God, their defense played great.
They did.
I mean, both defenses played great. I don't want to take anything away from them.
Yeah, and yet San Francisco still fired their defensive coordinator.
It was not his fault they lost.
Absolutely not.
Poor Steve Wilkes, man. That guy's just been getting
He
shammed.
does, man.
God, dude. Well, he takes the interim job
in Carolina.
Yeah, I thought they should have kept it.
Why not?
I mean,
they wanted a name, they wanted experience.
They responded for him, though.
Yeah, they did. They played well.
They responded for it. And then, because I think he ended up going like 500 as a head coach with them, and they should have just kept it. But I get what they were doing. And then he gets the defensive coordinator job in San Fran. And at the beginning, it looked a little sketchy, but as they played out through the year, they got a little better.
What did they do? I mean,
I don't understand where they thought firing him was going to change. Like,
stupid decision. Dumb.
I mean,
I'll trade him Vic Fangio. Fangio, they can have him. Give me Steve Wilkes. I'll take that.
Man, I heard some stuff this week that I thought was really weird, football-wise. I heard that I liked the fact that Jerry Jones reached out to Rex Ryan to be their DC.
Fucking Rex Ryan.
I like Rex. I think him being a
He's
DC
funny.
is where he needs
Well,
to
no,
be.
because he is good at that.
Yeah, he's great at that.
Yeah.
He's not a terrible head coach either.
Yeah. He wasn't awful, I guess.
Dude got to the playoffs with Mark Sanchez as his quarterback.
I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. I believe they actually made a conference championship game too. But their defense is the Jets defense was fantastic, man. I mean, that was prime Revis, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Revis Island time.
Look at you, you done got all cracked out on the nerds.
I know. Why'd you bring these damn nerd gummy clusters in here? They're so good.
Yeah, because I saw them and I wanted them.
I don't know.
But anyway,
Now I'm gonna crunch into Mike as I eat on these nerds.
I think, I do see them needing to upgrade their wide receiver core, whether they do it in the draft or free agency. We know, I got to imagine they're not going to jump on one of these big free agents out there. Like, I can't imagine them trying to swing like a T. Higgins or anybody like that. But
Not with the cap space that they're dealing with too. I'm trying to keep a lot of that team together and keep going.
there is a
You're not
ton
gonna
of young
go
guys out
swing
there.
for the fences on wide receiver.
There's a ton of young guys out there, too.
Yeah.
And Kansas City is also a team that's not afraid to make a move. They want somebody either.
No.
I'd love to see them get like Rome and Duze from Washington. That'd be a nice fit for them.
Mm-hmm.
Be nice, but he'll be gone before they pick.
Yeah.
He'll be way gone before they pick. But we'll see. We'll see. That's what I think they do. San Francisco.
Yeah, what do you think San Francisco's got to do to change what they've got going on? Because they can't get over the hump. That's really what we're looking at this point, is they get to this game. Well, this is the second time in 4 or 5 years.
Dude,
And they can't get over the hump. And that was 2014 or somewhere around there. They've been in 3 Super Bowls here in the last
they got
10
to
years or so.
They got the one with Harbaugh.
Yeah.
And then they got one just a couple of years ago with Garoppolo.
Yeah, the 2020 year.
And then they got to it this year. It's not about getting over the hump, man. It kind of is, but at the same time, the NFL's full of just good teams that can't win it or that don't win it.
Yeah.
And
No,
then
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm happy they're not winning. I'm good with it.
I think it's just crazy that you're seeing all these Dallas fans coming out and clowning San Francisco, and I'm like,
I mean, it's fair.
how's that? It's 2 different worlds, if you ask me.
I get it. I do. I mean,
At least-
the Cowboys could say, well, we've won a Super Bowl more recently, but then the 49ers could be like, well, at least we've been to the big game 3 years in the since you've been.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's just one of those.
It's one of those pissing matches. They're both fucking awful fan bases.
Yeah.
They both suck. And what's real funny is how vocal everybody's been about San Francisco. Like their players and just the hate they're having on. Like, did you see Aaron Donald like flash his ring, like talking shit?
Yeah, dude, they're all.
But I find it funny. It's like that team. People must hate the Niners altogether because they whine, bitch, and moan. Their fans and their players. Then you've got other players just talking shit about them. Like Fletcher Cox talks shit about Debo, and I love it, honestly. Like, I like this hatred towards the Niners. Fuck them.
I mean, I'm not a Niners hater. I mean,
The thing is, I didn't used to be. Like, before the game last year, I didn't really invest a whole lot of time or energy or effort into it. But, like, after their loss last year, and they're moaning and bitching all year about it, it pissed me off.
Oh, I get it. But I mean, the bitching.
Like, I cheered for the team that beat us in the Super Bowl last year because I just don't like the Niners.
I mean, I get their bitching from last year.
Why?
I kind of got it.
Protect your quarterback. We've already talked about that.
I understand that, but it was also just a fluke kind of injury too.
Not my problem.
I get it.
Do you think I would still be sitting here bitching about everything if Jalen Hurts got hurt last year?
Oh yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
You totally would be one of those.
No way.
Yes, you would.
No, because
no.
Because I could be bitching about the field at the Super Bowl last year, but I haven't. I don't do that. It's just we lost and that's it. I can't go back and change it at this
That field
point.
was terrible.
It was terrible.
It was terrible.
When you see guys changing cleats, it's terrible. I mean, that's not even the point here. What I'm saying is,
No, I get you. I know what you're saying.
I wouldn't be bitching about it. I would have been like, man, it just sucks he got hurt. But I'm not gonna say, oh, we would have fucking won as you chugged the beer right in the middle. You just did it. No call, nothing. I
No
like
call.
it.
I just go.
Well done. Well
It
done,
was one of
sir.
those. I was ready.
Yeah, I hear you.
But I don't think I think Kansas City does their stuff. San Fran, like, to get over the hump, I don't know what they got to do. I mean, honestly, they had this game up until the punt. Essentially, their defense had only given up 6 points.
Yeah.
I mean, they looked like they were in the driver's seat. And then that punt, and then Casey immediately scores a touchdown, and then from that point on, it was a different ballgame.
Yeah.
They made better adjustments in the second half.
I mean, Kansas City definitely did. But the funny thing is just, I mean, Kansas City is 5-1 in playoff games when they're down 10 points or more. How fucking nuts is that?
I don't know. Like,
They're 5-1
it's just crazy that they only got
when they've been down 10 points.
the only team that seems that can beat them in the playoffs is the Bengals, and that's
Cincinnati.
it. Yeah, that's it. Joe
But
Cool.
Joey B wasn't there this year.
No,
Is that with that injury?
I'm like, man, I don't blame him for sitting him down. He could have played probably near the end of the year, but
Sure, but why not?
Why?
Why? You weren't going anywhere.
Why risk
Screw
it
it.
at that point? There was a chance they
Stupid
could have.
gummy get these things away.
If there was a chance they could have made the playoffs, he probably might would have came back. But there's no point in rushing if you're going to be out of it.
Nah, you let him rest, recover, and come back stronger next year.
Yeah, but I'm kind of glad he was out. We got to take a nice look at Jake Browning's girlfriend. Good gracious.
Yeah, you would have never heard about Jake Browning otherwise.
Now, I liked him in college. I did know a little bit about him in college. He was nice. I can't believe it took him so long to get hooked into a team and now he's not going anywhere. He's going to be an NFL backup.
Well, yeah, I mean,
He played
He
fantastic.
filled well. I mean, he did what he was supposed to do. Really,
I mean, there was a couple of
Just
games
not
where
let
he
it-
was on fire.
the wheels fall off. You know.
Yeah. He did what a backup should do. What they should do. But we know a lot of these teams spend the least amount of money possible on a backup. Or some of these I couldn't name some of these guys if you wanted me to.
No. Nope.
Wow. This thing got serious, didn't it?
Yeah, we got 16 and a half seconds left of this Ohio State-Purdue game.
It's going to take
Ohio State, who also fired their, what was his name again? Holtman
Holtman.
this week. Mid-season firing. Kind of crazy.
Dude, when you go on a run like that and you're
Well, he lost 9 of 11 games before they fired him. That's pretty rough.
you got a foul.
But they have a chance to beat the
You
number
got a
2.
foul.
They have a chance to beat the number 2
What are
team in
you
the
doing?
country.
Why are you not fouling?
They don't want any clock, I guess.
Oh, my God.
Got an inner coach about to lead them to a win over number 2 in the nation.
No, that was dumb.
Who is their interim coach? Who is that guy?
I have no
I
idea.
feel like I've seen him somewhere before. It's probably like a former player on one of those teams I hated.
I do have no idea why they did not fire that guy when they had him trapped in the corner.
Why they didn't fire him?
Foul him, sorry. Jesus, dude. My brain is...
It's ice cold right now because that beer.
No, it just irks me when you see dumb stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I know.
I mean, you literally ran off 10 seconds of clock.
They did. Yeah, 8 seconds because it was 16?
16.9.
Yeah.
And then you can't do that.
No.
At this stage
And
of the
now you
game.
could be down 4 points. You need 2 possessions. Yep, down 4 points, so you're down 2 possessions with 8 seconds. You got to get down, heave up a shot, or this is a good one. It's not bad. You couldn't let that ball hang on the rim much longer. Damn.
Oh, my God. That was
2.1.
terrible. You got a foul immediately.
Yeah, there's not really much of a shot here.
That's what they should have done the first time.
Yeah. It's going to be a Hail Mary. I mean, Super Bowl's a wrap. we miss anything? It was the most bet on sporting event ever.
Yep.
It's also the most watched television program in the United States ever. Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people want to say it's like that Taylor Swift effect. I don't think it's that much. Like, do you think that many more people are really bought into football simply because she's there?
I guarantee you there was a lot more women viewers.
Oh yeah, I get it. I mean, if it's by like 1 million, maybe. Do you think it's more than 1 million people tuned in that wouldn't have otherwise tuned in because of her?
Yeah.
You know, she was on screen for less than 1 minute total.
Yep. It was like 52 seconds.
Yeah,
something
they showed her
that.
9 times, and it was all under 60 seconds.
Oh, I know how many times they showed her.
You were tallying it up because
Ah,
we
we
had
didn't.
the 9 shots. But I know we finished a 5th of fucking fireball.
Yeah.
Oh, that was stupid.
Ah, man.
We made it through the whole entire game, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think we were that bad.
No, we weren't really. I just usually get like, if I start getting real banged up and I'm sitting down, I'll fall asleep. And Ohio State pulls off the upset.
Good job, Ohio State.
Yeah.
If that's his first win as a coach, that's fantastic.
We knocked off number 2 in the country. It's a big win. Big win for him.
That is a big win. That's big expectation right there, buddy. Now they're
Ohio
going to
State,
storm.
act like you've been here before. Don't storm the court. It's pretty lame.
I like the old storming. I like to storm on the field a lot better in football.
Well, yeah, because the goalposts come down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They rip them bitches down. Next thing you know, they're carrying that shit down the street. And you're just like, what the fuck? How'd they get that outside? How'd they get it out of the stadium?
It's impressive. It is very impressive.
Yeah. What do you think San Fran needs? What do they need to do to get over that?
Well, we're going from Taylor Swift to that. Okay.
Yeah.
What do they need to do?
Yeah.
I mean, they just need to figure out their cap. Really, that's it. I sent you.
I saw it.
I sent you what? How? There's 11 Was it 11 players that take up more than half the cap?
Yeah.
Or wait, it was like 200 of the 250 mil of the cap.
Yeah, but it's all their main guys. And then you got Ayuk, who's a free agent,
Yeah,
who will probably get.
he's gonna be gone. Well, no, isn't Ayuk under a deal for one more year?
They just signed Debo. They may have Ayuk for one more year.
I think Ayuk's under contract for a year.
They may have him for one.
Yeah.
They don't have to do any. They can't do anything with Purdy till after next year. Anyway.
Right. This is my thing. I think they're at a win now mode.
Yeah, absolutely are. They've got like 2 years.
I think they've got this year. I think it was supposed to be this year and next that they had this window to really maximize the amount of dollars they had to spend and play with the salary cap before, a lot of their talent is up for new deals and they're not going to be able to afford them. So, yeah, I think this is the last year they've got before, seeing it all kind of break down and they come back to a land of mediocrity.
Well, what I think, I don't think they come back to mediocrity. I think they can still be. Good.
I think they'll be successful. I'd say like on the lines of like Seattle.
Yeah, I think they'll still be around. I think they'll still be relevant.
They'll have a year here or there that they could kind of burst out.
Yeah.
But to be consistently talked about as a Super Bowl contender, I think is out the window after this year. Because I think you kind of hit the reset button a little bit.
Yeah. But I mean, they've scouted well. They've drafted well.
Yeah, I mean, if they continue to do that, they'll build back up. I think you're just going to miss the kids.
Apparently, I got a kid whose stomach hurts, but it wouldn't be from all the junk she's been eating.
Yeah, right.
That's what the note was.
I get that.
No, I think next year's it. They've got to figure it out by the end of next year.
Yep.
But because I mean, the NFC is not going to get any easier.
No.
I mean, Green Bay's coming. Honestly, Chicago isn't that far away.
If they draft correctly, they're not that far away.
We'll see.
Yep. Then their defense was fine this year.
Yeah.
Then you got to talk about Detroit should be fine for a while.
Yeah, Detroit's going to be good for a little bit.
Yep.
Honestly,
Hopefully the Eagles figure shit out. Dallas, with the way things are going for them, they should be pretty successful for a little while. So
they got to figure out what they're going to pay Dak.
don't.
Got to do a deal for Dak. Got to do CD. Got to do Micah.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
You'll lose one of the three, and I'd say it's the quarterback. I'd start over a quarterback. He's aged out. He's almost aged out.
he ain't aged out. He's like 29. Huh? Dak is young, bro.
No, I know that. I'm saying he's almost aged out. By the end of his current deal,
He ain't, not even close. And I'm not a huge Dak supporter.
you don't think so? You don't think he'll be? Are you going to pay? He's 30 years old.
Okay. He's still got 6 good years minimum.
If
he stays healthy.
I'd say you got 5 years. Are you going to pay him a big 5-year deal? Or when you can risk it and go draft a guy and reset your salary cap a little bit for a guy that you may turn out to be better.
It depends, man. I would almost, and honestly, I would stick with Dak at this moment, just because you know what you got with it.
Yeah, I know
you
that.
could take that leap of faith.
You know what
Let
you
him
have,
lead.
but you know what? Yeah, but the thing is you know what you have with him. He'll get you to the playoffs, and then he'll stink.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Do you
everybody
want to continue to do it?
Everybody's giving Dak all this crap about their loss to Green Bay.
He sucked.
He did suck, but at the same time,
The defense sucked for Dallas.
was awful.
Yeah.
But everybody's blaming, it's all Dak's fault. No, your
No,
defense couldn't stop
I wouldn't
nobody.
say
Not
that.
you. Not
Yeah.
you, but a lot of other people are saying,
Yeah.
it's all Dak's fault. He played terrible. Yeah, he played bad. Everybody played bad.
No, that was a collective effort of sucking.
Everybody played bad.
That was a collective effort at sucking.
I mean, it just wasn't just Dak. It was everybody. Where Dallas really screwed up is, and I don't know why I'm on Dallas, but they messed up when they just went with Pollard as their featured back. He's not a feature.
Oh no,
He's not a featured back.
no. I think they thought it was going to be because of how well he ran with the limited number of touches he had when Zeke was there.
He was a change of pace back.
He was, and that's what he is.
Like, it was awful. Like, honestly, I don't think they should have got rid of Zeke, but they didn't want to pay that contract, so I get it.
You could have Zeke for cheap. Same thing the Patriots did. It doesn't matter. Why are we talking about Dallas?
I don't know.
San Francisco, like I said, it's win now mode. So you gotta continue to draft well.
They will.
Keep evaluating well, and you'll still be relevant for the foreseeable future. Thing is, you just got to be prepared to lose some of these guys. It's like the Eagles last year lost Hargrave to them, which I didn't understand then. I was like, how are they paying him? Because I thought they were up against the cap last year too.
It's a restructure, and then at the same
If
time,
anybody knows about restructures, it's the Eagles fan because Howie Roseman does it better than anybody.
he does good.
Yeah.
And then he lets Tennessee develop all his talent.
Yep. Yeah. Then you go poach him for cheap. Yeah.
Well, he's pretty good at that, except for, like, Roseman does a lot of things well, except draft wide
But
receivers.
he cannot draft.
Don't
let that man draft anybody.
Up until, like, Devontae Smith.
Well, that was an obvious choice.
Oh,
But then
it
again,
was.
But then
It
again,
was.
Justin Jefferson was an obvious choice and clearly.
And he took, what, Rager?
Yeah, we took it was Jalen Reagor.
Well, you guys passed on a bunch of guys, though.
We passed on DK Metcalf and got JJ Arcega-Whiteside.
Yep.
And the year we got, who was it we passed on?
You passed on Jefferson for Rager, I think.
Yeah, it was Reagor.
Just like, oh, wow. When you think about Justin Jefferson, too, now, he was drafted, 24th or 25th?
I think it was 15, 16 in there, wasn't it?
No, I think it was
Was
in
it
the 20s.
later?
Yeah, I think it
Okay.
was in the 20s. I mean, I could be 100% wrong, but I thought it was in the 20s.
Yeah.
Where now, if you go back and redraft that draft, he's probably a top 5.
He would be drafted very high, that's for sure.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. Now from this point for the next couple of months, it'll be all draft talk for us. So I'm all into that. I did hear some guys this week saying they would draft Drake May over Caleb Williams, so, and that made me happy inside a little bit.
I would do that.
Oh, I would too.
I would take Jaden Daniels over both of them.
I like Jaden Daniels.
I'm a fan.
Hey, bro, I'm a huge fan of him.
I know.
And you know that.
Yeah.
That was the reason I picked LSU to win the SEC. I was like, dude, they've got a legit guy at quarterback. You know what you're getting. Nobody else knows what they're getting.
Yeah.
But good job, Carson Beck. Beck played fantastic this year.
I agree.
He is going to be a down-the-road guy.
You think?
Yeah. I don't know if he makes the NFL, but he's going to be a very good college player. But no, I'm in on May. I don't want him in Washington though. I think that's a terrible place. I think Washington's got way
they have
more.
one too many Carolina quarterbacks now.
No, they got way more needs than quarterback.
They do.
I mean, they're like,
They're talking about trading up.
I don't know why. Honestly,
Because
if I'm Washington,
I think it's
I would
the same
trade,
old Redskins, man. Even though you got new ownership, you're still Redskin.
I would trade.
Redskins
back.
gonna skin, baby. That's what they do. They suck.
I would trade back. Hell, if I was
would be
Chicago,
smart.
I would trade back. I saw some ridiculous thing this week where a guy's like, yeah, if the Redskins really want him or something like that, trade the pick, get a buttload of picks for him, and then sit at 2. And if somebody really wants to, trade back again and pick up a couple more picks. And I was like, realistically, that's not a terrible idea.
No.
I mean, don't go back any further than like 7th or 8th. But you can still go from 1st to 2nd, pick up a couple of first-round picks, and then go from 2nd to like 6th and probably still pick up a 1st and a couple of extra picks.
Well, yeah, that's be smart. Just trade back and collect everything you can on it.
Draft capital out the yank, sir.
Be smart. Would be smart.
And then worst case scenario, next couple of years, you like, ooh, we really like that guy. Let's go get that guy.
Yeah, because I think with it, you're seeing them as feeling they need to press the reset button on quarterback, and I think you'll be fine with Sam Howell.
Mm-hmm.
And while you address these other things, give him another year or two. You're not going to win in the next year or two anyway.
No, you're not winning next year.
Yeah, like
rebuild what you got. I mean,
yes.
Sam Howell led the league in sacks. Okay? Which means if he led the league in sacks, how many times was he hit?
Yeah. I mean, it's very hard to be productive when you can't do your job in a timely manner.
No.
Or give
their
time to do your
their
job.
offensive line was
This
terrible.
was his first year starting.
Yeah.
For what
He had
did,
he had moments where he looked good.
Yeah, didn't they beat Kansas City this year?
I thought they beat the Eagles. Or was that last year?
That was last year.
I know Sam Howell led them to a victory over Dallas last year in his first start.
Yeah.
Or in his first start, like as
Yeah.
a rookie, he started
Right.
like the final week and he beat Dallas, and I was like, yeah, that's good.
It was.
Let's do it. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those. If you think a guy's a guy, then go get him. I just don't want Drake May in Washington. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I want to see somebody move up to go get him. But I'm also not a guy I'm completely fine sitting a rookie. Completely fine.
Yeah, me and you both. We've talked about this. It's like you see more success out of the guys that get time to develop and not be considered the man immediately. I get it. You're investing a number 1 overall pick or a top 5 pick in somebody.
I get that part of it.
I feel like you're like, okay, we got to rush him out here. We got to use him. But at the same time, it's.
I don't like the whole.
I don't think it's very productive to.
I don't think it either.
For just their psyche.
My team has
Can
done
you
it
imagine
several
how
times.
shitty you feel when you come in and be on top of the world, just destroying college defenses, and then you are the quarterback behind one of the worst O-lines in the league, with one of the worst offenses in the league, because that's why you were picked so high.
Yeah.
It's gotta suck.
I mean,
Like, look at Bryce Young
yeah,
this year.
exactly.
It's like,
Bryce
damn.
Young, exactly. Exactly. I just don't like it. I mean, you do get outliers. Like C.J. Stroud played great.
Yeah, but
at the same time, he well overperformed what the expectations.
Sure. But
I mean, it happens.
That's what I'm saying, though, is I get you let him learn the game speed and, kind of just get a year of experience under it.
Yeah,
but what good does it do for him mentally?
But sucking.
Yes, sucking. I mean,
sucking,
awful. Like, if you had an Andy Dalton or a Baker Mayfield or anybody else this year, Sam Darnold, you could have rocked out with him this year and had the same, if not better, results. And guess what? Bryce Young still learned.
Yeah, he still learns. He still sees it. Yeah. I thought it was terrible, but the problem is you have guys like C.J. Stroud, Andrew Luck, guys that come into the league and are just like, bang, here we are. I'm here.
Yeah.
And at the same time, that's why they rush these guys out there, because it happens. It's a possibility that, we could have this guy. I mean, Anthony Richardson didn't look bad before he got hurt.
No, he didn't.
But, I mean, I don't know. I've seen how Green Bay handles the quarterback situation. And
look at Aaron Rodgers. Look at Jordan Love.
Yeah. And it seems to be working just fine the way they do it.
Yeah. Just
fine.
It does.
I mean, I don't know. I've talked ad nauseum about not starting rookie quarterbacks. I think it's ridiculous expectation to put. I know those guys want to play, but I don't think it's a bad situation to let them sit.
Nope.
I mean, see what you like. You work the guy.
Work out the kinks in practice and all this stuff. Let them figure it out. Let them learn the game behind the scenes. Then give them some trash time here and there when you get the opportunity. Let them play an entire fourth quarter if you want to.
Yeah. Let them I'm not saying don't be afraid to stick him in here and there.
But yeah, or even start him for a game when there's an injury or something. All right, he's going to be the guy. But do you leave him as the guy just because? Or say, hey, no, we're still developing you. Listen, we just want you to get a little bit here, a little bit there, and then kind of adjust and figure this thing out. You don't have to be the man immediately.
Yeah.
You're our man for the future. You're not our man for right now.
We don't need the man. We don't need you to be the man right now.
Exactly.
We need you to be the man 3 years
Gain this confidence and get better.
Well, it also takes you having a leadership structure around him. His support system has to be that way. And I don't think Bryce Young particularly had a very good team around him as
Not
far
at
as
all.
Structure. And I think that, we've talked about this too. I think it starts with Tepper at the top, who was the only guy that it sounds like really wanted him.
It was Tepper. That's the thing. Apparently Stroud was the guy and had a lot of people bought in altogether this whole time. That's why he went number 2.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I guarantee you Houston was jumping up and down as soon as they said Bryce Young. They were like,
nice. We got our guy.
We got it.
Yeah. I mean, Stroud wasn't going past 2. And I'm not a big fan of Ohio State quarterbacks. I mean,
they don't
usually pan.
They don't pan out in the league at all.
I mean, not that North Carolina quarterbacks have done any better, but
look at it. We're talking about C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields are the 2 Ohio State guys right now.
Yeah, and Justin Fields the end of the season looked good.
He did that last year too. And they come out in the beginning of the year and wasn't great. And it's almost like it takes them a little while to develop.
Yeah, but he's dealing with multiple head coaches, multiple coordinators.
Yeah.
And a guy like you don't learn with that.
You don't.
I mean, look at Alex Smith. Alex Smith, in his first 6 years in San Fran, I think was 5 head coaches and 7 offensive coordinators.
Was ruined from the get-go.
I mean,
it was not fair. Not fair for that guy at all.
No. like I've said it for years. Like I don't, like
Yeah.
I hate when owners come in and want to change coaches every year. I think it's stupid.
I agree.
I think it's dumb. I think you're only hurting your team.
You're hurting the team because there's no consistency there. I got to learn this playbook. Oh, forget this playbook. Now learn this one.
Yep. Now I got to learn this.
Now I got to learn this one.
Now I
Learn
gotta
that.
learn
This bullshit, man.
And well, I saw an interview with Smith, and he was talking about like the Chargers signing Harbaugh, and he was like, Harbaugh called me and said, "Hey, like, I just want to meet with you for a little bit. You want to come to the stadium, blah blah blah, and do this?" Or no, he was hurt. He was still in the process of re-signing, but he was still using the team facilities.
Yeah.
And like Harbaugh decided in the facility, it's like, "Hey man, let's go play catch." And they were just throwing the ball around, and then like Alex Smith was saying, like as they were talking and throwing that, like Harbaugh just started throwing the ball a little harder and a little harder, and like he's like, "All right," and he started zipping them back at him, and like that they got done playing catch, and he's like, "I can make this work for you," and he did.
Yeah.
He did. I mean, Alex Smith's end of his career was 1,000 times better than his beginning.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, even with what happened to Alex Smith in Kansas City, when they drafted Mahomes. But they went to him. They said, "Hey, look, this is what we're doing. We're not going to put him out there, though. We're going to let him sit." Mahomes, another guy that sat.
Yes.
He started like the last game.
And that's because Alex Smith got hurt.
I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, you don't have to rush guys. Anyway.
No. You don't. That's puzzling.
But
Well, yeah, football's over. It's a sad point of our season or our year. But all good things must come to an end, correct?
yes,
Shitty
sir.
cliche. Right in the middle of the year, it's smack dab in the middle of the year is NBA basketball because we are at the All-Star break. Some festivities yesterday. You had 3-point shootout or a 3-point competition
Yes, sir.
that included WNBA players. And then you had the dunk contest, which did not include WNBA players. Can you imagine that? Oh,
I'll be
that'd
honest,
be awful.
I'm over the dunk contest.
You gotta be, because we were talking about it before this, and we were like, dude, what can you do that's different now? It's hard to be creative. I think the last creative dunk contest was like Blake Griffin.
When
maybe.
he jumped over the car,
But that wasn't really it. That was a marketing thing for Kia. But
they were pretty awesome.
well, what was that year? No, the last one was the Zach LaVine and
Aaron Gordon one.
Aaron Gordon.
That was a good
That
one.
was a good one.
That was a good one.
I just don't think you have anything else in the repertoire that you can pull out to say, whoa.
Well,
Until someone dunks from the 3-point line, it's like, you can't redo the Jordan or Dominique dunk again. It's just not. No one cares. Like, it's all right, cool. You can do it too. It was cool when no one else had done it before.
It's just the fact that no one it just doesn't interest me anymore.
Was it J.R. Reed or J.R. Ryder that went between the legs the first time?
It was Ryder.
Yeah.
It was Isaiah Ryder.
Isaiah Ryder.
Came in from the sideline, went under.
Yeah, and everybody's like, "What?"
Yeah.
And now everybody,
Now
people
everybody
do
does.
that in the middle of a game.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the problem is
First
the guy,
person to do a 360, it was probably the same thing, you know?
you got the guys that you really want to see in the dunk contest.
Yeah.
That never do it. It's not like
LeBron specifically.
yeah. It's not like it was in the 80s and the early 90s when you had like Jordan and Neek and Larry Nance and guys like that, Clyde Drexler.
Yep.
Like it was legit your stars doing it.
Yeah, now who was in it last night?
There was a
For
guy
Kentucky.
that
He played for the Knicks.
that isn't even in the league. That was like
won
a
it.
G League team.
He won it. Mac McClung's not even in the league.
Ridiculous. He can dunk though. That dude's got some hops, sir.
That's all it takes, man.
He's got some hops.
He needs to go get on an AM1 mixtape.
Yeah, when he went over Shaq, I was like, that's impressive.
It is. That is.
I don't know if
damn
you
impressive.
if you saw it, but it was big time impressive.
Yeah, I saw the video. I had quite a sporting event myself yesterday with the Cats played at Auburn. Got a W. Big
That's a
turnaround.
big W.
Big turnaround for the season at a pivotal point in conference play to make sure we have a chance to still win the conference in the regular season. Make sure that we kind of get our footing right for seeding purposes come March. And then the Flyers played in the Stadium Series last night in the Meadowlands against the Devils. Got their asses whooped, but it was still fun to watch.
You and I talked about this. I want to go to one of those Stadium Series games.
We should have gone when they had it in Raleigh like 2 years ago.
Where'd they do it? They do it.
They did it in Raleigh and PNC.
No, well, PNC is where they always play. You talking about they did it
Or
at
Carter Finley, sorry.
Carter Finley?
Yeah.
That would have been awesome. That'd have been awesome. I'd have done that. Probably saved a little money on beer.
Yeah, because we could tailgate. But we got a tailgate. All we did was we drank at the hotel.
Yeah. A couple drinks at the hotel, a couple beers. Pre-show. Game was fun.
Oh yeah, we did. We did the show before we went too, so we were drinking then.
I'm starting to really dig hockey. I've been watching it a little bit.
Same. But the question is, did you get tickets?
No, still working on it.
Still working on it. 3 weeks later, still working on it. No, that's all good. But yeah, back to NBA. Well, you got the Celtics that are. We got the All-Star game that goes on tonight. Might watch it. It's just basically street ball at this point.
It ain't street ball. There's no defense. It's
defense. Yeah, just and people jacking up threes from everywhere. Like maybe a cool dunk here or there, but the zero defense thing is what really gets me. The only time that you ever saw defense in the All-Star game was like when Kobe was guarding LeBron, and Kobe was like, "I'm locking this motherfucker down."
Kobe played serious everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't think there was a single game that Kobe was like.
Kobe's like, "Oh, I'm in the All-Star game. I'm going to win MVP in this motherfucker. I'm going to get a triple-double, and 10 of them are going to be steals." You know?
I think Jordan was kind of like the same way. I mean, they say the greatest game ever played was that a dream team practice.
Yep. I wouldn't put it past that at all. I mean, a 5-on-5 in that game. Ooh. That would have been.
I think Magic and Jordan picked teams.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. And like everybody on that team was.
So Larry was probably first pick for Magic.
There was a good chance.
Yeah.
Good chance.
Who would Jordan have taken first? Ewing? Scotty?
Maybe if he took Scotty at all.
Yeah, no, he's kind of like that. He probably would have taken Ewing. Don't you think? I think he would have gone Ewing. Or Charles. Him and Charles were tight.
Him and Charles are tight.
Yeah, he might have gone Charles.
There's no telling, bro. Because that dream team was just loaded. Everybody was good.
Except he had fucking Christian. No, it wasn't Christian later on. It was Christian later on that team. Yeah, because
he was the only college guy.
Yeah.
But at the time when he was on there, he was arguably the best college player.
He was the best college player of all time. And I hate him. But I mean, I'll give props where it's due. That dude has better. Yeah, that college career is better than any other one. Mm-hmm. And he was the front face and center of that team each year.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck him.
What? Four Final Four, 2 championships.
Yeah, dude, just stupid. Yeah, stupid.
I mean, just dumb. Kind of crazy though. It took Grant Hill to get him over the hill though.
God, you just go back and look at those teams. Those were stacked.
Grant had a pretty good career. He had 3 championship game appearances, 2 championships.
Yeah.
I mean, his is right there. I mean, he didn't have like the Leitner stuff. Though.
Right. I mean, the greatest college basketball game ever played, Kentucky was on the losing end on.
Oh, that was a fantastic game. Fantastic.
Yeah. That's the first time I ever heard my dad use the F word.
There was probably a lot of Kentucky fans at that moment that used the F word.
Yeah, definitely. You see that fucking shot every March. It sucks. I hate it so much.
Oh, yeah, they show it. Like that
every March.
always like where miracles happen.
I hate it.
Yeah, but that's one of our favorite times of the year. March Madness is coming, son.
Oh, I know.
Right
That
around
first
the corner.
weekend. That first weekend is so good. It is so good.
It's coming.
I can't wait. I'm doing absolutely nothing that weekend. I'm just gonna
That
sit on my
That
ass.
Thursday through Sunday.
Yeah, even like the SEC tournament and ACC, tournament weekend is great because then that Sunday afternoon or evening brackets come out and you're like, oh, where's my team?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit in front of the TV and watch that. It's just March is magical, man.
And then you ended up filling out like 15 different brackets.
I quit filling out brackets because I can't fill out a bracket and not have Kentucky win. And over the last few years, it's like, they ain't winning shit. But if I'm filling out a bracket, Kentucky's winning this damn thing.
You go into it.
This is the only way I'm going to see it. Might as well do it.
Oh, man. You go into it completely wildcat crazy, huh?
Yeah, of course. Why not?
Can't do it, bro.
Can't be unbiased.
I can be unbiased. I have to. I mean, I want Carolina to win it every year, but god dang it, man. I just know.
Yeah. It's tough.
I did say
I mean, you would have been fine last year having them in the final.
yeah. Well, the year with Hubert Davis. Well, they didn't go to the final last year. It was 2 years.
Or 2 years. Yeah, sorry.
I actually originally
Last year was UConn out of nowhere.
I originally had them picked to lose to Baylor in the second round of that bracket. I went back and changed it.
Shit, I thought they were going to lose to Baylor.
Oh, until they threw what was the kid?
Well, they were down 25 at one point, 20.
Who, Baylor? They were killing Baylor.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
And then they threw homeboy got thrown out of the game.
Oh, that white dude.
Yeah, I can't remember that guy. If you'd have told me at the beginning of the season that guy was going to be the glue that held your team together, like, man, you're crazy. But that dude could play.
He could.
He could play.
Yeah. So what? Carolina was up big.
Big. That guy goes out, and then it was just it was like the refs swallowed the whistle on the Carolina side, and they called everything for Baylor. Like they were trying to let Baylor get back into this game.
I remember that game because it was my buddy's daughter's birthday, so Kate was there. It was at Jungle Rapids. And I'm watching it. I'm like, well, looks like Carolina's going to coast today. And then just through the middle of the game, he's like, oh, this is a game.
What the hell
Oh, it's a
happened?
game. Baylor's winning. Oh, what the
I watched every second of it, and I'm just like, what? Like, I'm like screaming and cussing, and like, my daughter's like, Daddy, what's wrong? I'm like, I can't really explain it right now, baby, but I will teach you one day.
Yeah, that's a tough one for sure.
I did, though. I did send her back to her mother's house with her Green Bay Packers, like, jersey on the day after they beat Dallas in the playoffs. Her new stepfather is a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, fuck him.
It was pretty good, dude.
Fuck that
I was
guy.
like, here, wear this
Cowboys.
home. Okay.
Yeah, you definitely should.
Yeah, well, I did.
Yeah, that's a good one. Rub that one in.
Yeah, that one was good. I did it on purpose.
Would obviously, as you should, as any good sports fan would do, especially to get under any Dallas's fan skin. Do it. I'm all about that.
Oh man, my brother did the other way. That dude bought her a little Duke T-shirt one day. I was like, man, she's never gonna wear that, right?
How was that toilet paper?
Dude, it's still sitting in. I didn't get rid of it. It's still sitting in her drawer at home.
Why haven't you wiped your ass with it yet?
I'm not gonna do that.
That's what
I'm not gonna
do.
go that far with it.
I would.
I know you would.
I'd take a picture of it too with the doo-doo stain and send it. I'd be like, yep.
Yeah, but the sad part is, Duke is the team that I hate. But I swear to God, I hate Georgia Tech more.
Why?
Because they always seem to beat us.
So?
Always.
Duke sometimes beat y'all.
I can handle losing to a good team. It's losing to a shit team that drives me crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like you guys losing to Vandy.
Yeah, I don't like losing to Vandy. Usually we lose on the road to Vandy. if we do lose. It's because that fucking gym and its layout. It sucks.
But I'm just saying, like, that's like, you don't want to lose to, like, I would rather lose to, like, a
But
team.
Vandy's getting better. Let's be real. Like, if you matched up Vandy and Georgia Tech right now, Vandy would wipe the house.
Oh, yeah. I like the job Stackhouse has done there.
Yeah, he's doing well. This year, not so.
Not so much, but.
Yeah, he's going to struggle with us this year.
I mean.
Give him a year. Give him a break.
The SEC as a whole
Strong.
has gotten better.
ACC right now is only projected to get 4 teams into the tournament. The SEC, on the other hand, is at the top with the Big 12, 9 apiece. The SEC is proving it, though.
SEC's good.
SEC is good at basketball right now. Never thought I would say that because, Kentucky's ruled the roost there and been killing it forever.
Well, I'm figuring what is it? It's Carolina, Duke, Virginia, and who is the fourth? Fourth is probably
Florida State,
Miami, one of those two.
Yeah.
I could see, and there are probably a couple of bubble teams that are sitting right there.
State being one of them.
Yeah. But,
State lost to Wake Forest the other day. It's like, don't want to lose that one. Wake Forest is bad.
Wake Forest is bad.
Yeah. They're like Georgia Tech bad.
Wake Forest hadn't been good since they had Chris Paul, I think.
Yeah. When they had Chris Paul, he had fucking Julius Hodge and the Ding Ding.
Maybe it was when they had George Teague. They were good then.
Oh, yeah, Teague.
They weren't bad then.
Was it Jeff Teague?
Was it Jeff Teague?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Jeff Teague. Played for the Hawks.
Yep. But, I don't know. I just don't like I say, I'd rather lose. Like, I don't like to lose to Duke, but I can handle losing to them better.
No, I hate losing to Tennessee. Fuck Tennessee and Louisville. Like, yeah, I wouldn't want to lose to Louisville either. Especially when Louisville was awful.
Louisville's terrible right now.
Yeah, they're bad.
Terrible.
They're bad.
Terrible. But yeah, we'll be all into that. There will be a lot. There'll be a lot of money thrown around that time too.
Mm-hmm.
North Carolina will finally have their stuff together.
We'll take a lot of underdogs, like big dogs. Like that 2-15 matchup. If you give me a dog with like 15 points, give me the 15 matchup. Give me the 15 and the points.
Oh, you know how I feel about points, bro.
Yeah.
You know how I feel. I look at all of those.
Uh-huh.
What is plus 20-something points? Let me look at this matchup.
Yeah, let me see this matchup. Oh, they got to do the 7-2 and he averages 15 a game. Gets 10 rebounds. Oh, ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, that looks nice. Okay.
I might like that. I like that.
Yeah, exactly. I can't wait.
I mean, Jesus, dude, I put money on Grambling against LSU because it was plus 55.
Whoopsie.
And still lost. Ooh, that doesn't look good, does it?
No, it's about to snow. It gonna rain.
Golf in 4K looks so good, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Looks so good.
It's one of the better sports to watch in 4K, even though I don't like watching golf on TV, but watching it.
This and hockey.
Hockey's cool. Well, we watched the soccer game earlier today.
Yeah, it looked good.
Yeah, it looks good.
That's something we should do. We should go see. I mean, you go to a lot of MLS games.
Yeah, I've been to a few, mainly Miami, but I've seen a lot of different teams play.
I mean, we got a team here in the
Charlotte. Yeah. I'm gonna see Charlotte FC.
Oh, by the way, I sent a message to my boy.
Yeah, how's that?
I'm waiting on a response back.
All right.
Hopefully
cool.
Look, see, that is cool. That slow-mo where you can see like both divots flying off.
Yeah, it
that
is
was
nice.
Awesome. Like back in the day, you'd have just seen like a glob.
Yeah. I feel like nothing.
But I mean, I like golf a lot better than you. We should go play soon too.
I'll play, but I mean, you got to be ready. I'm gonna hit like 125.
I don't care, dude. I haven't played in like 2 years. I'm probably gonna do the same.
I got clubs out there. I'll play. I don't care. They're old, but my dad gave them to me. I'll play. I love to play golf. Don't get me wrong. Watching it is hard for me.
I do,
but I will play it because I'm gonna drink and I'm gonna get totally fucked up playing golf. Like, by the time we get to the 12th hole, it's like, oh, West probably ain't playing the rest of the game.
I got to get you into Tiger Woods, bro.
Oh,
the game, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fun stuff, brother.
I can fucks with that. I used to play that.
Dude, me and one of my older roommates, we used to play like skins games.
Yeah, that's stupid.
$1 a hole. We'd keep going, but we would play like literally all weekend long. Don't let it rain.
No, we're gonna do that the weekend NCAA football comes out. Oh man, we're gonna start an online dynasty. Oh man, I hope it's cross-platform.
It better be.
Dude, if it's cross-platform, it's gonna be it. And we're gonna be playing stupid dynasties. Like we'll come up with stupid rules, like you can't move for 5 years.
Man,
You gotta start at the bottom of the barrel. It's got to be a 1-star team.
that's where I usually start anyway.
I love starting from the bottom.
I always pick like some little. In 14,
I've played with Army.
in
Took
14
them to the
it
national
was
title.
North Texas or
North Texas.
Arkansas State.
See, I
Or-
like the Texas teams are good because it helps with the pipeline recruiting.
Or Florida International.
Florida
Florida
good.
Atlantic.
Florida Atlantic, that's a good solid one. Montana, ooh, that's who I said I was going to be this year. Montana,
San Jose is a good one too.
yeah.
Because you're in that California pipeline.
No, yeah, this year Montana, the Grizz. Oh, lock it up. This is me.
That's you?
That's going to be my team. I feel like it's going to be Montana this year.
I thought Montana was.
They're in the Big Sky.
They're in the Big Sky?
Yeah.
Okay. Might have to do one of those like Northeast teams.
Oh, you're going to be like Boston University. UConn.
UConn. Ugh. I can't be with UConn. Then Jim Moore is my real coach. That dude has fallen.
He has, mightily.
How you?
James Madison would be good.
They're actually pretty good. So
Yeah,
they're not going to be a one star.
They probably won't be.
James Madison would be good. Liberty would
I
be
said
good.
James Madison.
Any team from the Sun Belt probably wouldn't do
ODU.
well. App State.
Ooh, App State would be fun. They were on 2014, weren't they? No, I think they missed the cut there. They didn't go Division I until after that.
Yep. App State's got those guys. You got to watch those guys. They like to shock people. They like to go into your arena, your stadium, and beat you. I mean, they did it to Michigan. They did it to Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Which I still don't. That's how Jimbo Fisher loses a job, when you lose to App State.
Yeah, I agree.
Even though App State did win like 10 games that year. So.
App State's good though. That's the thing. And they're playing Division I, so
Yeah. That's what's crazy. Like, you look at the Sun Belt, whatever conference that is.
yeah.
It's Old Dominion, Liberty,
Yeah.
App State. I think Troy's in that conference now. Like, they're like loaded with these teams. They're like, I think like last year or 2 years ago, they had 3 teams with 10 wins,
Yeah.
which is just insane. Which means they definitely won some games that they shouldn't have. But
I can't wait.
we're a couple months away from that.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Last year we were talking about it coming out that summer, and then it's like, fuck, it's another year. But we're so close now. It's going to fucking happen.
So close. And then they're putting out teaser trailers, and they got more stuff.
Yeah, sent it to you the other day, and I was like, oh. And then in May, they're going to release the full trailer. It's like, oh.
I know, it's kind of like all the like Deadpool stuff, and then like you see the Super Bowl stuff, and it's like, oh, we'll go online to watch the full trailer. Like, what? Which,
only
by the
got
way,
30
it looks
seconds.
really good.
Yeah.
I like the Deadpool movies; they're good. But anyway, that's not sports related. Here we are in our typical bullshit. Baseball's getting ready to kick off.
Yeah, pitchers and catchers reported already. Next Saturday, I think, is the kickoff preseason baseball. So Clearwater will be popping. That's where the Phillies are. I'm super ecstatic for just
We should do
baseball to be back. I love baseball. Opening day is going to be great. Oh, man. I fucking love opening day.
I like baseball, but I'd rather it's just so like slow for me to watch on TV.
Oh,
Like,
I watch it
will.
on TV. I've watched. I'll be there. I love being there. It's just baseball. It's just I picked it back up and like over the last 10 years or so, man. Like I've been really into it, and it's like fuck, man. That strike in '96, or '94, 96.
It was the pre-steroid strike.
Yeah,
And then they used those guys, and then they flushed them all down the toilet.
yeah, that was kind of fucked up, but
They knew what was going on.
yeah. Anyways, but no, I absolutely love baseball.
Oh,
like
you shanked that, buddy. I saw it.
Like it took 20 years for me to get back into it, but I did. And God, man, I think the World Series run and the playoff run last year really, really helped. So being in the NLCS back-to-back years, that does help with the fandom.
It does. It
But
does.
I mean, I was big into it before that anyway. Seeing us just come up short. I've had,
at least your team knows what success is.
yeah. Well, the Mets have. This is a long time ago.
It's been a while. They know how to spend money.
They do know how to spend money.
God.
This year they're going to be in the tank.
Oh, they're going to be horrible.
Yeah, they're going to be bad again this year.
But I mean, according
Last year
to
they were
what
bad because of
according to what they were saying,
it's a 3-year turnaround, right?
they're expecting to be bad
Yeah.
this year.
Not this year. Last year they said we were going to sell and it'll be 3 years till
Yeah.
we'll be competitive again.
Yeah. Well, they're going to be bad. They're going to be.
Yeah,
Bad.
yeah.
We got to throw us a parlay together. Division winners.
Oh yeah, that would be smart. That would be real smart.
We got to do it.
So man, yeah. That's what is going to happen though. We're going to get to the NL East and we're going to be like, oh shit.
No, I mean, I know where my team's going to finish.
I know, but you're gonna. I'm talking about Braves or Phils.
Oh, it's going to be Braves.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. 100% sold.
Yeah.
You know who's knocked the Braves out of the playoffs the last 2 years?
I know.
Just want you to know. Just a reminder.
It's not about who knocks them out of the playoffs. It's whether they win the division or not.
I understand that, but I think this is the Phillies' year to win the division.
The Braves can win the division a lot.
Oh yeah, they've done that for a long time.
They do it a lot. It's them and the Phils. The Nats were there for a minute.
They'll be. Here's what, and I told you this last year. Miami's going to hang around for like a good half of the year. Like we're competitive. We're going to be here. We're going to do this, and then they'll just take a big turd in the toilet and be like, oh shit! After the All-Star break,
Trade deadline rolls around. We're sellers.
Baseball. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Oh man, fucking Miami.
I know.
I mean, they thought they were going to win 4 championships. Oh, man, that's down the road. Never mind. Let's get back to the baseball, though. But, yeah, we got to do a division winner. We got to do
you went NBA
I
real
was
fast?
thinking about it for a second. I'm like, fuck Miami.
I'll tell you, their baseball stadium was really cool.
Yeah,
And
it is cool.
we went 2 years ago, and they have a nightclub in left field.
In the stadium.
Yeah, in the stadium, in left field. We went down there. It was pretty fun. Which is so weird because they played the Mets, strangely enough. So I was sitting there cheering on the Marlins because, fuck the Mets.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, it was really cool. But they have seats in the club. So you can buy seats in the club, and they're right in left field, on the field, right behind the wall. But you can see through it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I go sit down. No one's in this row. Everybody's out at the bar, watching TVs, getting food, whatever. I go and sit there. I mean, like 30 seconds later, person yanks at me and like, you gotta go. Like, why? Wait, let me see your ticket. I was like, I'm sitting up, I'm sitting in the section above us. That's why we had access to the club. And they're like, no, you can't sit here. I was like, really? There is nobody else sitting right now. You're going to make me get up from this seat. Like if someone came up, this isn't your seat. I'm like, it's empty. This entire row is empty. Who's y'all's left fielder? I was giving him hell.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I know his name too. Fuck.
Probably somebody that doesn't play there anymore.
No, he's still there. Damn it, I forgot his name. Oh, anyways, I was just giving him hell. I was like, you suck. Your mom's a whore. Just giving him. He's like, I'm in Miami. I never get heckled here. It's like, oh, no, buddy, there's a Phillies fan back here. Just letting you know.
Phillies. Fucking Philly fans. Fucking Philly fans. You fucking Neanderthals.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're here for, though. I mean, if we're not here raising havoc, I don't know what else is going on.
Speaking of Philly fans,
they're the greatest in the world. Yes.
Slightly off topic, but yeah, we are talking Philly fans.
The greatest.
Jason Kelsey's wife does not fucking play, bro.
She's the best,
dude.
She's way better than Taylor Swift, by the way.
Like she was straight up. Like I saw the stuff where they were talking about like her, like and like oh. It's okay. We're not playing in it. We got family in this game. It's okay to wear Chief stuff.
She said, no, it ain't.
No, it's not.
No, it ain't.
That's 100%. She's like, oh, look at that guy whiff.
Oh, he whiffed? Oh, they're not going to show it.
Back it up. You got the ability.
Man, I don't want to do that right now.
Dude, it was great. That dude went straight from the bunker, and it went 3 yards and rolled back down.
Oh, I thought he missed the ball. That would have been better.
No, man. That's the kind of shot I shoot. I can do that.
That would be me, baby. Yeah.
I can do that shot. Note to self, though. I will never bring these nerd gummies back.
We finished the entire bag, dude.
Yeah. No, there's one left. You want it?
No, you got it. I don't want that shit.
Today's episode is sponsored by Nerds Gummies.
Gummy clusters. Cool commercial in the Super Bowl, by the way. Mm-hmm. This big fucking gummy thing just getting creamed on by a bunch of fucking nerds.
Getting flash dance. Man. Oh. I'm a full-grown adult, and that stuff is delicious.
It's stupid how good those things are. It is not fair that you put those in here today.
Man, I told you, I walked by them in the gas station.
I know, man. It's one of those kind of sales. I get it. I mean, I'm not disappointed in you bring them. They were delicious, but I'm just going to have to work extra hard in the gym tomorrow because now it's like, oh, I don't normally eat candy, but holy fuck.
No, that wouldn't be like the 75 wings you ate or anything.
I ate like 6 of them.
I know. I'm going to eat some more here in a minute.
You're damn right. Well, let's see. We don't have football to talk about next week, which is sad.
I'm telling you,
we're not going to be able to talk about any football until probably the draft.
Yep. We'll do some draft lead up a couple of weeks before.
I say we'll probably plan. I think we should go ahead and plan a baseball preview.
Yep.
So we'll get a good preview episode of the season coming up.
Yeah, I'll do a deep dive into it. I'll do some research.
You need to. I've been doing research. It's called watching TV and drinking beer.
Man, I got stuff going on.
No, you don't.
I'm starting to get really old, bro. I'm starting to go to bed at like 9:30.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I have no idea, man.
You old ass man over here.
Right?
Closer you get to 50, man. Jesus.
I'm not that far, bro.
I know.
I'm not that far.
That's why I'm giving you a hard time.
I think my 50th, though, I am straight up just going to get blackout drunk.
That's a good way to go. Well, this year's my 40th.
That's what I did for one of my last birthdays.
I turned 40 on March 4th. Not looking forward to that. I'm going to skip this birthday.
It's not terrible, bro. It's not terrible.
You know what's not terrible is the fucking brothers and old man weekend I'm going to have in 2 weeks.
I know. We got to figure out when we're going to do the show that week. We're either going to do it early or we're going to be late.
Yeah, it's going to be earlier. Well, I get back that Sunday, so maybe that Sunday afternoon we could do it.
No, bro. You ain't going to be in any shape to do it.
I'll fucking do a show. I don't care. I'll come back. Hell, what if I just what if I just take all the equipment and then me and the brothers do the episode?
I'm down. I'll take a week off.
Steve gets the week off.
Get the week off. I'll call in.
It would just call in. Oh shit. Yeah, we need to hook that up. All right.
Ain't gonna be long. We'll be able to do that kind of stuff. We'll be in New Digs next weekend.
Yeah, man. I've set up a podcast office for us, so it's coming along really well. I thought we were going to do it this weekend there, but I got a couple of little moves and changes I want to make before we make it official. So,
how you gonna feel about having like some Green Bay and Carolina stuff hanging in your house?
man, I'm just going to roll it up and or cover it up whenever you're not here, so I don't have to look at this shit.
Just thumbtack it up when I'm here.
And then it comes right down. Or I'll just cover it up with Eagles and Kentucky shit. But no, man, I mean, you need that little space to be your space, so I'm good with it.
I'm going to get me a Pete Alonso bobblehead and let it just sit there.
I'm really reconsidering this whole idea. You know, you're going to come in and there's going to be no head. There's going to be Pete Alonso's body. I'm like, I got frustrated one day, man. That Pete Alonso was staring at me. I was like, fuck this motherfucker. Bah!
It's just going to be like the little spring there.
Just stroked him. Boom.
That and like maybe like a Jason Tatum one.
What the fuck would you have Jason Tatum for?
Just to irk you.
That would really piss me off. Because, like, it does nothing for you, though. Like, that has no connection to you at all. He played at Duke.
I know.
Like, why would you get that? That's like, you have more reason to hate it than I do. Not really, because he plays for Boston.
He only played for one damn year.
Yeah. Oh, God, I hate the Celtics.
See, that's my problem. It's like, I don't really have an NBA team.
See, I didn't really. Because I just used to follow a bunch of Kentucky players. But, like, AI really had me, like, sold with Philly. And like, I think that's when I really started picking up and like
AI
being a
was
Sixers fan.
Different animal, bro.
AI was stupid good.
God, dude. He was stupid good, but at the same time, he like.
Well, Dad would always look at like the sports section because everybody looks at it like you can watch any team at any time now. You have access to all your teams no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somehow, some way, right? Yep. Back in the day, you didn't.
You didn't. You had 3 damn channels,
yeah,
and it was whatever was on.
You didn't have the access. So, Dad, like, if you weren't in Philly, Philly wasn't on unless they were the primetime game. Oh. You know, so we got to watch 1, maybe 2 Eagles games a year.
Like fucking Dallas every goddamn weekend.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, it was different then. And so... the only thing I just remember is Dad looking at like Philly sports scores because we didn't get a lot of Phillies games either. We only got to see the Phillies when they played the Braves or the Cubs.
Yep. When they'd be on WGN or TBS.
Yeah, exactly. And that was back in the day when the Cubs only played day games because it was so weird.
I remember that.
I would go home and I would get home from school. Turn to WGN and there's a fucking game on. I'm like, Phils are on. Let's go.
Yeah, the Cubs didn't get lights to 88, 89?
Yeah.
Something stupid.
No,
like
it was
that.
later than that even.
Nah, I think it was in the 80s.
Was it?
I'm
I thought
almost
we
positive.
said it was like 99, wasn't it?
No, it was not 99, bro. It was way before that. I thought it was in the late 80s. I mean, I could 100% be wrong, you know. But
88, you're right.
I got picked on, by the way, by one of our listeners who I talk to frequently. She's like,
but they still played a fuck ton of day games.
It's all, well, fucking dude, half your schedule is day games.
No, the Phillies
I'm saying
played a lot.
Then half the Cubs schedule was
Oh,
day
yeah.
games.
That's what I'm saying.
It probably threw them off when they had to play the night game. Go on the road and play a night game?
Yeah, right? They were probably, what is this, 7 o'clock start time?
Go on the West Coast, play a night game.
Ooh, yeah, that's probably better for them. They're like, it's still light.
Well, you're looking at
you mean the 10 o'clock time?
Yeah. Like, oh, my God, I'm tired. I should be going to bed now.
Yeah.
I know. She rolled over. I petted her, and now she's like, oh.
I just don't want her licking. Anyways, yeah, man, I think we got a good plan for future episodes. Baseball preview.
Yep.
We'll have a March Madness preview for sure.
Yes.
I say we dig into the college. We'll dig into conference tournaments, and then we'll dig into some bracketology bullshit.
I'm all in on college basketball right
And a
now.
little bit of hockey too, man. A little bit of hockey. We'll dig that in. I mean, like I said, I've probably watched like 4 Flyers games, but the fact that we are over 500 just blows my mind. I'm like, huh? All right, Flyers hockey is back. But oh yeah, back to my story. I somehow we ended up back with the Wrigley
How'd you end up? What happened with your seat?
with my seat.
Yeah, the Wrigley story. Go.
It wasn't
Never
a
mind.
Wrigley
No,
story.
that was the Miami story. We shifted. from
Yeah, I
there.
told you I got off of that too. But anyways, no, Dad would just go to the sports section of the newspaper. You'd see him look over the baseball scores. He'd be like, "Oh, the field's fucking lost," you know. And then he'd be like, "Oh, Sixers lost again." Yeah, so you'd see like Dad would just read the sports section, and you just knew like his allegiance was Philadelphia. So like you didn't get to watch all that stuff because there's only so many channels with it on, and you just didn't have the access like we do today.
Yeah.
But yeah, like somewhere in college, like well, it was before college, like in high school, because I really loved AI. Like AI was like watching him play, just the cockiness, his arrogance.
Oh God, dude, super arrogant, super.
But he backed it up. Like he's one of those dudes that had the dog in him. He's like you could compare him to at least mentally to like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Like AI was that kind of guy.
Except in practice.
He didn't like to practice.
He didn't like to practice.
Practice? We talking about practice? I mean, for
like
real
to
though.
practice.
He's like, dude.
Here's the thing,
He
if
probably
you-
didn't even mind practice. The whole fucking thing is like they got mad at him about practice. Play all year.
Man. Well, at the same time, AI was also one of those guys. And again, this is a different era. This wasn't load management era. It wasn't any of that
Oh
stuff.
no, AI's playing 82 a year if you give him the chance.
Yeah. I mean, which, I'm not a big fan of the load management. I'm a 100% fine with the whole you got to play 65 games to be eligible for, like, awards and stuff. I'm good with that. It doesn't bother me. Like, I'm fine
See,
with it.
here's my thing with it. Like, 65 is a little high, but I understand it. But if the guy is not sitting because of load management, but he's sitting because he's truly injured, I don't think that's
Well, I mean, I'm also the same.
Like,
I have the same issue with, like,
a DNP
like-
coach's decision's one thing, but a DNP injury is different. You know?
Yeah, but I mean, I agree with the whole stuff because I'm not a big fan of like a guy that played 10 games as a rookie and gets hurt and misses the rest of the season. Then he's still able to win Rookie of the Year the following year.
No, I hear you.
Yeah, I'm not big on that. Not big. I mean, Ben Simmons did it, and it was terrible.
He was balling then.
Back when he could play, before his weak-willed ass fucking got broke.
He's a true liberal.
Dude, he's weak, son. He is mentally weak.
Dude, he's getting paid not to play. He's more than mentally weak. That dude is just straight trash now. Like he can't. Man, maybe Philly wasn't built. He wasn't built for Philly for sure. I get it. The fan base,
no. That
but
fan base tore him
he's not built
up.
for Brooklyn either.
That dude needs to go to like Utah,
Yes,
Minnesota.
Minnesota would be good because they don't
somewhere
expect
out
much.
of the way.
Go to Atlanta. Even Atlanta doesn't expect much. Go to.
I mean,
too bad they don't have like a Jacksonville franchise. That'd be
like
perfect.
somewhere off the radar, bro. Just go there. That's where you need to be.
I would have said Sacramento, but they're actually good now.
Sacramento got shafted, by the way.
Yeah, he did they?
With
Oh,
no All-Star between Sabonis and
DeAndre Fox and Malik Monk?
Yes.
None. I was like, what?
How?
That's filthy.
They were the only.
Because you got to make sure LeBron and AD are on the team. And AD hasn't even had that great of a year. He's probably missed more games than he played, yet he still makes the All-Star game.
Speaking of LeBron, what do you think about Golden State trying to trade for it?
Apparently, everybody tried to trade for him. Philly did too.
I don't blame them. I don't blame anybody for at least making the call.
I just thought it was funny that they made the call. Like, who? Because they're gonna ask you for Embiid no matter what. If you're Philly and you're making a call to make a trade for another All-Star, they're gonna be like, so what's up with Embiid? What's up with Maxey? Nothing.
No.
You ain't taking either one of those two guys.
I saw
like
something
we need
about,
a third piece.
I saw something about them, and
I say we just wait till the offseason.
Yeah, they were talking about them signing somebody, and I'm trying to remember who it was, but it was like, I could see that. That would be good.
I've been happy with the Buddy Hield thing. My man shoots
I like
lights
Buddy
out.
Hield.
Dude,
I liked him in college.
Yeah, Oklahoma.
Yeah, he was one of those guys that needed a minute in the pros.
It took him a while to adjust, but yeah, no, I've loved the signing so far. He's been lights out from behind the arc, man. He's a good dude.
Dude, I mean, it was the fact that LeBron, by the way, vetoed all the trades. It was LeBron.
Well, yeah, he has a no trade clause.
Yeah.
He's in LA for a reason. His son is playing basketball.
Yeah, he wants to be able to leave a Lakers practice and go watch his son average 4 points a game for USC. Who, by the way, if that kid gets drafted, it is purely just the fact that LeBron wants to play with him.
Yeah,
that's it.
Oh yeah, he'll get drafted, but he'll be a second round pick. It'll be a late second round pick. He'll probably leave after this year, just so he can get to the league. He'll make a
no, dude. He ain't going nowhere. His NIL deals he's going to make more in NIL in college than he's probably going to make in the pros.
I would imagine, but it doesn't matter. His dad's fucking
I know.
loaded.
But it's like for him to be ranked as high as he was, it's like recruiting wise.
He was in the McDonald's All-American game.
Dude only averaged 15 points a game in high school. Bro. And you look at all the other guys he's playing with, and they're all
his little brother's better. His little brother is actually carrying the team. He's good.
Yeah.
His little brother is going to be the one. If either of the two actually make it anything out of themselves in the league, it's going to be him. No, but yeah, the older brother is going to get the benefit. Can I talk? The benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Because he's going to have the opportunity to play with his dad, and because LeBron's got a couple more years in him.
LeBron physically, honestly,
he could probably go another 5 or 6. Honestly, yeah.
You want to be honest,
but do you
he could pull a Tom Brady and just throw all these records out there so far.
But he'll be 40 next year.
Yeah, but he physically, goddamn, dude.
Oh no, he's an athletic freak. He could probably play to 45. That's what I'm saying. He could probably play to 45. That's ridiculous.
And there's stuff swirling that he is a performance enhancer using.
What? No.
That just for recovery and stuff.
Oh, steroids for recovering. Hey,
yep.
Maybe he is. I don't know. Hey, more power to him. Lit him. I say lit him. These guys that have access to drugs like this to better themselves, to be better at a sport, why can't they be better at a sport? Let them be better. I want the best product I can get. Just like in baseball. Let them take steroids. I want to see home runs.
I don't have any problem.
Let them fucking pop dingers all day, baby. Let's go.
I have no problem with it to a point.
With it to a point. Come on, buddy.
I will be more happy with it once baseball is we did all this stuff. We knew. Yeah. All these guys are in the Hall of Fame now. We're just going to do it. I'm sorry. Barry Bonds deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Mark McGwire.
Mark McGwire.
Sammy Sosa.
Roger Clemens.
Jose Canseco.
Yes. Well, I wouldn't go Jose.
Jose Canseco believes it.
He doesn't even have 500 dingers.
So?
Yeah, he's not good enough. McGwire, yes. Sosa, But Bonds,
Sosa?
McGwire, yeah.
Come on, man. Sammy Sosa was a great defender too. Man. Sammy Sosa
when he was skinny.
Even when he was big. Man still moved quick. It's crazy.
You seen him lately?
He's white.
Got to touch a bit of Lago.
Sammy Sosa is a white Dominican now.
It's crazy.
It is.
It's weird. It's scary looking. It's scary.
I'm a ghost.
Yeah, that's what, man. Anyway, but yeah, no, I'm fine with all those guys being in. They should be. They should be.
The fucking Sammy Sosa is definitely white now. What are you doing? Oh, Jesus.
She got excited. Because you got
I
excited.
talked about white Sammy Sosa.
I like me some white Sammy Sosa.
You like white Sammy Sosa? Sorry, I offended you, ma'am.
That's hilarious. That's the best thing I've heard all day.
There she goes.
That is the best thing I've heard all day. But no, I mean, that's where I am about it. And as far as everything else, I don't think football needs them. Because those dudes on steroids will kill somebody.
Oh, yeah, no. I feel like with baseball, like the recovery aspect of what steroids do is a good thing. It's the same thing if you have surgery, they give you steroids for that. And it's the same thing. Like
allergic reactions, they'll give you steroids.
They'll give you steroids. So I'm not opposed to even steroids for NFL guys if it's in a recovery aspect and it's monitored by a physician. Yeah, that's fine. That's not a problem. I get it. Use it for what it was made for, but don't use it for what it can do.
Well, what the NFL likes to cheat on is they like to cheat on the old pain meds.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, those dudes get zapped up in that blue tint real fast.
One of my favorite players of all time, Brett Favre. I mean, he was hooked on painkillers.
Yeah, he had to be. But my man, he did not want to not play.
No, he
was
to
like,
play.
I'm playing, I'm slanging. I'm out here. I'm out here getting it done for sure.
They just don't make them like those guys anymore.
They don't. No, they're pussified. This whole generation really is kind of pussified, though.
My finger hurts. My pinky on my non-throwing hand hurts. I'm not playing.
Like, they're the Antonio Gates of this time.
Oh, man. That dude was so good.
That man had turf toe all the time.
All the time, bro.
I mean, for like fucking 10 years straight, I needed to worry about Antonio Gates on my roster if he was going to play because of his fucking big toe. You know?
Yep.
Antonio Gates
he got the
stole money from San Diego. Money. Stole it.
Dude, at that time, he was probably the best tight end in the game.
He was, but he only played half the year because he always was out because of that stupid turf toe.
He missed 4 to 5 games every year.
Every year with turf toe. I was like, what the fuck, man?
That dude took a vacation every 4 weeks.
He's like, yeah, I gotta get a week off, guys. The toe.
I'm gonna go vacation in a Dominican.
But yeah, you're right though. That's what they're talking about now is these guys with the load management in NBA. You talk about guys just going out with measly injuries, baby injuries.
Well, look at it. Look at how the NBA is limiting back-to-back nights and stuff like that. I'm like,
and you wonder why. And you wonder. Yeah, we're wrapping it up anyway. Yeah. The dog got the bone out of the cat.
But I mean, they're soft now. They're just soft.
Yeah, they're soft. It's what it is. You see it. Like you wonder why, like Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan, and everybody makes fun of the league today.
Oh, speaking of Barkley, did you hear what he said this week?
No, but I would love it.
About Giannis's brother.
That guy's real.
Dude,
Giannis is always wanting to fight somebody.
No.
Giannis's brother wants to fight somebody.
Well, he's terrible too.
No, he's not good at basketball. I mean, he's going to be basically LeBron's son on the bench.
Barkley came out and said that dude's got more job security than the Supreme Court justice.
Oh, shit. Damn, Barkley, I hear you. He's right, though.
No, he is right.
He's not lying.
The only reason that dude's on his team is because his brother's on it. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
He's terrible.
His other brother's actually halfway decent. Doesn't he play for the Suns, I think?
I don't know.
I mean, he don't play a whole lot, but yeah, I think he's on that team.
But the one that played with him is
he's awful. He's only on the roster because of his brother. So he's making league minimum because of his bro, which is dope. I mean, pay me fucking $400,000 a year. I'd love that.
League minimum is probably more than that now.
It probably is now.
Probably close to $1 million.
You think it's that mad? My God. Sign me up.
I remember when I was in like high school. Late high school.
Yeah,
league
like
minimum was like
$350,000
to be the 12th guy on the bench.
I thought. Shit, all I gotta do is go to practice.
I could be a hell of a towel waiver for $350,000.
Yeah, me too. I'd be like, yo, let's go.
Woo, we're losing by 20.
Yeah. Hey, no. Good charge. Good job. Good work. You know. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap this one up. Another good week in the books. I feel like we covered a lot of good stuff today, man, and we're in a good direction. But what's the league minimum in the NBA before we cut off?
1.1 million.
Yeah, I could take that. Oh, man, sitting on the end? Sign me up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, he's going to play as long as his brother does.
Yeah.
1.1 times, 15, 16 point whatever.
Dude's going to make like $10 million to suck.
Yeah.
Wish I could make $10 million.
Why couldn't my brother be good either?
Have you seen that stuff where it's like...
I had 3 of them. I had a good shot, and they all fucked me over. I could have been fucking Giannis.
You know how you'll
instead
see
of
the
Giannis.
Instagram reels where they'll be asking like comedians these weird off the wall questions. They asked Josh Wolf. He was like, "Would you rather have 2 really smart sons, or would you rather have one son be a really good professional athlete and the other son not be able to read?" What he said is like,
why would I want both of my sons not be able to read?
He's like, I'm fine with a professional athlete, but he's got to take care of the dumb one.
I like it. That's good.
He's like, dumb one's got to carry his bags or something.
Yeah, you got to do something.
He's like, I want full benefits. I want tickets. I want everything.
I mean, I'm right there with you.
I'm with him, too. I am with him, too. I get it, but it was just like, oh, my God. He's like, the athlete's got to take care of the dumb one. I'm like, God dang.
Fair enough. All right. The Colt 45 episode is wrapped. That is it. We'll be back.
Please
next
tell me
week.
our logo is going to be Billy D. Williams from a Colt 45 ad from the 70s.
Dude, this episode's one? Yeah, done. Fucking done. This is the Colt 45 episode. Much appreciated listening in, all the viewers. Yep. Remember, give us a like and a follow on all the socials. Your Instagram, your Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, what you're viewing us on right now. Yeah. All that good stuff. Interact, ask questions, send emails, whatever, blah, 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 whatever. You want to talk about? What do you want us to talk about? Let us know.
Yeah. Email us. Let us know.
All the good stuff, for sure.
Give us feedback.
Yeah, this is it, man. Episode 40, man. We've been doing
crazy,
this
bro.
40 episodes, man. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with us. Talk about consistency. It is key.
Consistent mediocrity.
we are pretty mediocre, but it's all good.
We're going to get better.
Yep.
We promise.
Oh, yeah. Next week, we're going to look a hell of a lot more professional for sure.
I like it.
We will be more professional next week.
Note to self, don't show up for show hungover next week.
Do it. I would be hungover. You be hungover too.
I can't handle hangovers anymore, bro.
Hey, man, you need the ibuprofen and the Bojangles, dude. You'll be good.
I mean, I'm all about those things.
Especially the chicken.
You know how I feel about chicken.
All right, bro. Until next week.
Yes, sir, buddy.
All right. See you.